All right, so we are on the way to Turkey for my birthday. Jessica was gracious enough to take me to another country to celebrate my birthday, but our flight got canceled and was delayed like 3 times. What else happens?
And then we got on the plane, and we were on the plane for an hour.
Sitting inside a plane.
We had to get off the plane because something was wrong with it.
Yeah.
Then we were in line with customer service for like 30 or 40 minutes, and they said, oh, you booked this flight with miles, so we can't help you. You have to call.
Yeah, long story short, so we couldn't get any help. Pretty much we were kind of abandoned by all means.
Feeling defeated, to
yes,
say the least.
And we didn't know what to do, so Jessica spent some time with the customer service on Mileage Plus. Well, Mileage Plus kind of sucks, but it kind of worked out in our favor, actually. We actually have a straight flight to Turkey instead of flying to New York. So, and Jessica was really frustrated, and we're sitting waiting. But
and now I'm crying tears.
Now we're just gonna have a couple of drinks and celebrate. This literally looks like something from a strange film. Yes. We're the only people in this tunnel. Really odd. Yeah, it's very strange being the only person in the whole building. Well, in particular, this tunnel. You've seen the front, now that's the back. I feel like we've been walking for like half an hour all around the LAX.
Getting our steps in.
It's like taking forever, for real.
Violators are subject to arrest and misdemeanor prosecution.
Istanbul Airport right now. We have to get through the customs, get on a connecting flight, and go to Kas. Fingers crossed. Nice airport, by the way. All right, we got a rental vehicle, and oh, there's a little kitty. There's a little kitty behind us, and we're on our way to the villa. Get some rest. It's gonna take about an hour and a half to get there, and hopefully we'll get some rest tonight from the long flight. This is almost midnight, and we stopped by this little place, and you know, they were kind and gracious enough to make a little sandwich for us, and a couple of teas, and the hospitality is still pretty amazing. It's an old motorcycle. Oh, this is a Russian motorcycle. This is an old Russian motorcycle. My uncle used to have one of these. Wow. I haven't seen that in a long time. Okay, so this is our first Turkish tea. We got off the plane, got in a rental car, and we drove for about an hour and 20 minutes. And it's almost midnight, and we're not quite at our villa yet, but cheers. First Turkish tea. So good, it's so good. I don't know why it's better. I don't know, maybe I'm tricking myself, but it is definitely better than any other tea I had before. From the entrance, You have infinity pool, you could see it right here. Come, walk through this door. So we're gonna spend a few days in here, enjoy the view and this pool. And the town is about a 7-minute drive. Kalkan is just, you're driving down a couple of miles and you're in the main city square. And with all the shops and restaurants and gift shops and stuff like that. So yeah, this does not suck, I must say. Oh wow.
You know me, I love
Very fancy.
I love Christmas.
It's your favorite thing. She loves presents.
Your shop is beautiful.
Teşekkürler.
Teşekkürler. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
We have cats on the property. They've been asking for food non-stop. So we had little milk in the fridge. So I give them little milk so they leave us alone. I love cats, but these guys are relentless. So right now they had a little bit, you could see there's a couple of bowls that they have. We give them a little water, a little milk, and they leave us alone for the time being. So I'm waiting for my mother, my sister, and my sister's husband to arrive. And they should be arriving at any moment now. So I could show them this fantastic little getaway. I mean, just take a look at this. This is ridiculous. Look at this. That's where we're staying. And that's where we're gonna be hanging out tonight, having a little dinner. I think here they are, arriving.
Ellerim oldukça yanında, sıcacık koynumda. Koyu dertleri unut, bırakırsalar rüzgarlar. Geri gelirlerse eğer, bu ninniyi söylerim sana. Dinle bırak kendini, hiç yarın olmayacak gibi. kalbim atınca ninniler söylerim sana.
So we are at the Kalkan Marina right now. We just had a wonderful lunch at a wonderful restaurant. We're probably going to go back there again. We're just overlooking the Mediterranean. We have a little lighthouse right here. So it's a really nice little walk. There's a little harbor. And if you have a boat, this is a great place to park. It's inexpensive. It's easy access to Mediterranean. Kaş is over there. Fethiye is over there. I believe so.
Just looking at you, kid, live from Kaputas Beach, about 72 degrees, nice and balmy.
Oh, spectacular. It's quite titillating out here. Please come.
Yes.
What's going on, guys? What? I don't think you were loud enough. What? What? All right. What's going on? You saying not enough? Okay, well, here it is. I think it's 2 kittens and a mama. The mama comes last. He drinks so fast. We're gonna show you how it used to happen. This place existed during time of Brutus, the guy who actually put the final blow in the back of Caesar. Come check this out. Are you entertained? Kiraz, teşekkürler.
You're welcome.
Here we go now. We're at the Patara Antique Kenti. It's the ancient city of Patara. So we're gonna explore all the structures around. It's very well appointed. Seems like you have a great place to go and get information, get some drinks. So right behind me there's a amphitheater. So we're gonna go around and explore all the locations. Seems like it was a very well established, very well protected area with a big outside wall that surrounds the little marina where the boats will come through. So hopefully we'll check it out. I don't know a lot about it, but I'm still learning as I go. Right behind me, you could see the main stage of Patara Theater. This place actually could seat up to 6,000 people at its time. You can see part of it is a little bit degraded, but majority of it, over 90% of it, is very well preserved. Clearly, there's a replicas of the wall and guardrails all around, been replicated to showcase how it used to be. The main stage has a very well appointed floor. Clearly they have shows and they have performances, they have gatherings here, they have shows, musicians come perform here. But the view is stunning, as you can see. This is a restored part, well, it's still in the process of restoration of Lycian League of Assembly Hall right here. It's really sophisticated, very well preserved, but you could see, it seems like the new parts have been installed to recreate the grandeur and the beauty of this. Assembly Hall generally was a reference to government gatherings, and local politics were discussed in here. Check this out. The assembly hall is incredibly well preserved. I mean, you clearly can see the part that had been restored and brought to its original beauty, where the local chieftains and politicians will gather together and create a new policies and hear people's grievances, I suppose. here we are. This is Patara Beach. It's a nesting ground for turtles out here. So it's a protected site. The beach itself is very beautiful, sandy, because majority of beaches around here are, they have, you know, pebble beaches, so to speak. You know, it's a little harder to get in and out of water. This is very beautiful sand, wonderful and gorgeous. Let's see. Here we are on the way home to the villa, coming from Patara Beach, and we saw a little stop here on the way home to have a little Gözemle. We're gonna take it to go, but I want you to see it and check it out. Alright, here we are at the swankiest pub in Kalkan. This place is called The Fountain, I believe. So we came out here to have a little drink after a long day, just spending, having a good time in Kash. And it's a rooftop bar. You could see the harbor from here. There's a nice little street over there. Cheers. Yeah. Where are we?
We're on our way to the canyon, Saklikent Canyon, and we stopped at a little Gözemle restaurant with a really nice owner and ducks.
Yeah, this is the view. We're at the Doga restaurant on the way to the Canyon Park. And I must say, like, we just started with pomegranate juice. And we're like, oh yeah, this is the best pomegranate juice we like ever had. It's sweet, it's a little tart, but it's fantastic. So then we'll continue on. We ordered traditional Turkish breakfast for two. Cucumbers were the sweetest delicious cucumbers we ever had. Everything we're trying, it was kind of like a mind is blown.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly inexpensive. It's delicious.
Cheese.
And we're having a fantastic time. And the host is wonderful. This guy is amazing. Hi. Svetlana, so what are you having?
Mixed Gözemle.
All right. Could you describe it a little bit to us? Is it fluffy?
Yes, it's very tasty, delicious.
I just had some of these blueberry preserves and it's mind-blowing. This is like the best, most authentic food we've had. It's so good.
It's kind of ridiculous.
They make it, they have the livestock, they make the cheese with their family and the yogurt, and they grow the vegetables. It's so good.
It's outstanding. I mean, everything we're trying
This
is
is
kind of
better
like...
than anything we've had in town, and this
Yeah,
is just
it's really weird.
in the middle of the mountains on the way to
Yeah,
the
the
park.
mountains around. It's just on the way to the park. Like you stop and off you go. Everything tastes delicious. Like every single thing you try on this table, it's just like, wow. It's like a big, massive explosion in your cerebellum. Let's see. So this is supposed to be a mix, Gözemle. Wow. So Gözemle, I think that's how you say it correctly. So it's very fluffy. It's very thin. Generally, it's a little thicker. All the ingredients are popping. It's not too salty. You taste every ingredient. That's the beauty of it. So you have a cheese. You have some kind of, was it a parsley? Looks like a parsley maybe. Definitely grounded meat, cheese. I don't think there's an onion in there, but it's just kind of light and fluffy. It's pretty much really a pancake, but it's very thin pancake. It should come. Doga restaurant is the best thing in the valley of this canyon. Maybe the whole area, I don't know. Come check it out. We just finished our breakfast. There was a little hammock right next to me. I literally just want to take a nap. We're full and happy, but we have to go hike. I don't know how that's gonna happen. I must say the water is really cold, but you're getting used to it pretty quickly.
Like ice cold.
Ice cold, baby. Ice cold. So the rocks are kind of slippery, so you do need some type of shoes to get through. Actually, it's really cold, but the fact that this weather is pretty warm, I don't think you'll be that affected by it. We got through the passage, and now we're gonna explore the rest of the canyon. This is like exceeding all my expectations. Truly, I didn't have much expectations. I knew there was a canyon here and there's going to be a gorge, but this is like quite an adventure. I feel like in some kind of a Indiana Jones movie. There's a lot of mud on the banks of this little river in this gorge, so when in doubt, stay in the water, just like this. All right. So the certain parts of the trail is quite challenging. The fact is quite slippery, muddy. So you got to be really careful, really pay attention to where you're going.
After this little waterfall, you go in like waist up right at the bottom there. So that's why we're...
I know passages like this, really hard to see and understand and comprehend, but they're rocky, they're deep, they could break your ankles, so be careful. odd and spectacular feeling, to be honest. Being here in this gorge kind of has an incredible effect on you. So if you're a claustrophobic person, this might be a difficult task for you. I don't feel claustrophobic, I feel incredibly protected. I feel very much safe because I guess there's a water source, you enclosed, and clearly we have a destination. I'm not sure how long we need to go, but it's somewhere over there. I suspect that with another 20 minutes there will be another opening, but we also have to come back. But I don't mind because it's fun anyways. Come with me if you want to live. I think we hit the point of return here. This part has a very deep part. It probably goes all the way to your rib cage. There's a gentleman right here that could help you out, but you have to pay, which is fair service and fair exchange. But in any case, you go a little bit more, about 10 minutes, you're gonna hit the waterfall. I don't think we're gonna make that far this time around. We're almost back to where we started on our journey in this beautiful, spectacular gorge. Some of you have explored areas like this. It never happened to me. My mind was blown. I slipped a few times, so don't do what I do. Get the shoes at the base camp. Get the special shoes that you could walk in the water. I actually have them at home, but I didn't want to travel with them. So I just brought flippers with me, and it's just not a great idea. You literally could break an ankle here. Don't break an ankle. So it finally happened. So that's why you should not be wearing flippers on a journey like this one. This is it. But luckily it happened at the very base, where I can change my shoes in about a couple of minutes once I cross this little shallow. This is called a Blue Lagoon Beach. And it does look like a blue lagoon. Just got back from Blue Lagoon near Fethiye, and we were all very hungry. It took us about an hour and a half to get here, and I thought I was just going to have something really small, but it didn't work out this way because smells in this restaurant is amazing. This is like one of the best restaurants in Kalkan. It's very simple, it's very affordable, and just excellent in all possible ways. So this is it. So we are on our way to Kekova, and Kekova is a little harbor We're gonna take a boat and we're gonna take a little boat trip through the few little spots like Sunken City. We're gonna see the castle. We're gonna eat. We're gonna swim. We're kind of looking forward to it. Kind of excited. We've done it before, but we're doing it again, but with more style this time and more flair. Just got to the Kekova Harbour, and there's a boat behind us, so we're gonna go and explore. Right now I'm waiting for the rest of my family to arrive so we could go ahead and take off on our journey. So while we're waiting for the rest of our party to arrive to the boat, it's kind of hard to get here because you have to get through the mountains, small little path. So we're gonna have a little bit Turkish tea, and we have about 10 minutes, and we're gonna embark on our little adventure. The rest of the party has arrived and off we went. Valiant Captain Ali is gonna take care of us for this trip. We're very excited. Here we go. Oh yeah, baby. Are you not gonna jump?
I'm not jumping. No way, dude.
Oh my gosh, it feels so good. Yeah? It feels so amazing. I like this lifestyle.
We just disembarked, and our captain actually making food for us right now. We feel very grateful, and he said we could take a look around. There's a small ancient fishing village right here. As you can see, there's a it's very close to Sunken City. I think it was part of the settlement somehow here. So there's a church over there, old church, and we're taking a little walk. It's not easy because rocks are everywhere and a lot of buildings have survived, but clearly they look like ruins, but they're beautiful nonetheless. What are you having?
Goat's milk ice cream. It's really good.
What flavor?
Vanilla, and then he gave me strawberry as a gift for me.
Korku endişe hepsini bırak geride. Hisset kalbini dinle, gözlerini kapat. Esin rüzgar şimşekler çaksın kime ne. Ellerim oldukça yanında, sıcacık koynunda. Uyu dertlerini unut, bırakırsınlar rüzgarla. Geri gelirlerse eğer, bu ninniyi söylerim sana. Dinle, bırak kendini, hiç yarın olmayacak gibi. Kalbim attığınca ninniler söylerim sana. Durma dünya acı diye vazgeçme sakın. Gökyüzü var yanında, her zaman aklında. Korku, endişe hepsini bırak geride.
On the way down from the castle, from the very top, you turn left past the mosque, and there will be a little path that leading you to this burial site with tombs and mausoleums. It's quite humbling.
Hisset kalbini dinle, gözlerini kapat.
Merhaba.
Uyu dertlerini
Teşekkürler.
unut, bırakırsınlar
Teşekkürler.
rüzgarla. Geri gelirlerse eğer, bu ninniyi söylerim sana. Dinle, bırak kendini.
a spectacular day. We feel happy, tired, hungry, even though we ate like horses. Now we're getting back to the harbor, and we still have about an hour and a half drive back to the villa. But we'll have dinner first. A spectacular, delicious Turkish dinner. And then we'll go home and we'll rest.
Ninniler söylerim sana.
All right, this is our last day in Kalkan. We're actually driving all the way to Antalya. We're gonna stay there at a little place called Kaleiçi. It's an old town in Antalya, and we're gonna fly out the next day. But today, I'm having a last dinner with my family at this place called Gumuson Yeri. They make manti, they have breakfast, and the view is spectacular. Come check it out. When in doubt, always have menemen. Turkey is amazing. Look at the view. Look at the food. The hospitality, the love from people. It's all really good here. Just come and taste it. Check it out.
Turkey, we were really tired on our way back from Kaş, and we stopped at this place in the middle of the night, and they were so kind to us, and they offered us tea, and they made us a plate of tomatoes and cucumbers and oranges, and we ended up staying here for like maybe an hour plus, just having a good time with the people that run this place and telling jokes, even though we didn't really understand each other completely. Certain things were understood with physical language. And we're on our way back now on our second trip in Turkey. And we found this place, and we weren't quite sure if it was the same place because it's daytime. And we ran into the owner, and when we were here, we were telling jokes about cowbells. So I said, it's you. And he instantly remembered, because that was the joke that our tour had laughed with him about. So now we're here enjoying ourselves again.
All right, so we finally arrived in Antalya, and we hit the traffic. We're not quite in Saklikent Gorge. It's not quite Saklikent. We're not quite in Kaleiçi yet. So we should arrive in about 30 minutes. It feels like I'm in LA traffic right now. Antalya is quite a bustling city. Okay, I finally made it to Tiana Kaleiçi. It was quite an ordeal. Clearly in the town of Kaleiçi, which is an old town. Tiny little streets, as you can see. It's almost impossible to get through. There's no real parking. We were supposed to, so we found the parking anywhere because it's a special day in Turkey. All the parking spaces are been taken, and it was a last moment decision for us. So we finally made it to this hotel, and the manager went above and beyond to make sure that we find a parking space. So I had to park at somebody else's house, leave the car there, because we're leaving 3 o'clock in the morning. But it's all worked out, and here we go. We finally settled in the room, and after this chaotic evening, but everything should be okay. So we're gonna go explore the town a little bit, maybe have something to eat and buy a suitcase because I got a bunch of goodies after going back to the United States. This is our last day. This is our last meal in Turkey. This is chicken shish. I already had a couple of bites. It's quite delicious. Wow. It's slightly acidic. Has a lot of spices on it. I don't know what it is, but I like it. It's tender and delicious. Last meal. Alright, it's about 4:30 in the morning and we're leaving the Kaleiçi, going towards Antalya Airport. During a day, this tiny little street's been filled with people. Right now it's empty. Good for us, because otherwise it will take us an hour to get through this little tiny town. If you see, the streets are very, very tiny, very narrow. Narrow, tiny little streets. Oh, we're getting through finally. Yeah. All right. We arrived at Antalya Airport, International Airport, and we were in line to get our boarding passes, and we were told that I cannot travel through Poland because I do have a Russian citizenship and I carry Russian passport, even though I live in the United States for over 25 years. I do have a green card, but due to the fact that Russia waged a war in Ukraine, Poland, that's where was our connecting flight, was in Poland. So I cannot enter the country regardless of having visa or Schengen visa, and due to the fact we had to change our flights, we actually had to purchase a flight, spend $3,000 on top of what we already spent in the past to fly out, so we could fly through Istanbul to Los Angeles. And we had to get a rental car, so we're gonna spend the day in Antalya. Since our flight was changed, we had a few hours to kill. We ended up at our old stomping grounds, Riviera Cafe, from the last time. So we're gonna order some food. We're gonna chill a little bit. I don't know what we're gonna do exactly, but we're gonna enjoy our little breakfast here. When in doubt, always Menemen. Just landed in Istanbul, and we're gonna rent a car since we have 12 hours here, layover, and go explore a little bit. I don't know, maybe get a hotel. And I'm kind of excited. I've never been to Istanbul. We flew over on the way to Kalkan, to Dalaman. This is the first time I'm actually stepping out of the premises of the airport. So getting a rental, checking out the city. We kind of impromptu decided, we drove to the center of Istanbul. I don't even know where we are exactly. I think it's called Sicily. We call it Sicily, Istanbul. area, and we just saw Holiday Inn, walked in, grabbed the hotel room. Relatively cheap, like $130 comparatively, like most hotels here are about $250, $300 at minimum. And so I think we scored, and we got all this food for like 250 lira. It kind of doesn't make any sense to us right now how cheap this is. It's a lot of food for very little money, and so we're gonna try it out. So let's try the soup. Wow, it's really good. It's kind of zesty and it's hearty, but it's not too spicy. I think it's some type of a lentil soup. It's kind of a mixed lentil soup. There's some kind of mushrooms. It's really good. It's delicious mushrooms. I don't even know what this is. I just wanted to try it. I probably should eat it with a fork. This is really good. It's some type of meze. It has some kind of a cooked vegetable that's been canned for a while, you know? And this is a chicken with a little bit of mashed potatoes on top. Excellent. Kind of buttery. And this is a kind of a roasted chicken. It's excellent. Yum yum. Thank you. Behind me there's a Sophia's Cathedral. It's kind of late at night, it's almost midnight, but we got a chance to at least walk around a little bit. We got through the old town just on a whim, kind of a stumble upon it. We're back at the airport, Istanbul Airport, trying to get through the checkpoints and hopefully on the way to Los Angeles. Pretty airport though, very nice. I must admit, Istanbul Airport is quite impressive and sophisticated. It's very modern and kind of get lost. I feel like in some kind of international space station of the future.